Right now, as you are listening to these words, the night may be slowly settling around you. The lights grow softer, the sounds become fewer, and your body is preparing to enter a very special process. A process the Buddha described as a return. The body heals all night. Your body heals throughout the night if you do not stand in its way. Many people believe that when we sleep, everything pauses. But in truth, the opposite is happening. When you sleep, your body begins to work at its most powerful level. It repairs small injuries. It rebalances the nervous system. It listens to the state of your mind to decide how to heal. That is why you may have slept enough, yet still feel tired. You may have lain down for many hours and still wake with a sense of heaviness and emptiness. The Buddha did not teach that you need to add something in order to heal. He taught that you need to let go. Let go of worry. Let go of clinging. Let go of carrying the weight of the day into sleep. When you enter the night with mindfulness, sleep becomes medicine. And tonight, your body can heal all night if you learn how to enter sleep in the right way. Lesson 1. The night as a silent healing teacher. The Buddha taught that all phenomena move in accordance with nature. Nothing needs to be forced. Nothing needs to be struggled for. When we live in harmony with nature, the body and mind naturally return to their original state of balance. This truth applies not only to the breath and to emotions, but also to sleep. During the day, the human mind is constantly in motion. We think, worry, react, and defend ourselves. When the mind is agitated, the body becomes tense. Muscles tighten. Breathing grows shallow. The nervous system remains on alert. Even when we are not aware of it, the body silently carries this burden. But when night arrives, nature offers us another opportunity. If we do not continue to interfere, the body begins to repair itself. In Buddhist understanding, night is not the time when the body weakens, but the moment when the inner intelligence of self-healing is activated. Like a river that becomes clear when it is no longer stirred, the body also knows what to do when the mind settles. When the mind is calm, the body instinctively moves toward restoration. The Buddha emphasized that body and mind are inseparable. They rely on one another to exist. When the mind is tense, the body cannot be at ease. Only when the mind is released does the body have the space to recover. This is why night is seen as a silent teacher. It does not speak. It does not explain. It simply works quietly if we allow it. Imagine your body as a temple. During the day, its doors are wide open. People come and go. Noise, movement, and dust fill the space. When night falls, the doors close. Not to isolate, but to restore what lies within. Loose stones are reinforced. Small cracks are repaired. Gentle light reaches into hidden corners. This is how your body works each night. So the issue is not how long you sleep. Adding more hours is not enough. What matters far more is the state of mind you carry into sleep. If you bring tension with you, the body continues to contract. If you bring trust and release, the night becomes a healing teacher, quietly guiding you back to your original state of balance. Lesson 2. Breath is the key that opens the door to healing. During sleep, after understanding that the night is a silent healing teacher, the natural next question is how to enter that night in the right way. The Buddha did not leave behind complicated methods. He pointed to a doorway that is very close, always present, and often overlooked. The doorway is the breath. In Buddhist teachings, anapanasati is the practice of mindfulness of breathing, regarded as the bridge between body and mind. The breath is where the two meet. When the breath is unsettled, the mind cannot rest. When the breath is calm, the body begins to release. At night, the breath naturally slows down. It becomes deeper, steadier, softer. This is not a coincidence. It is a signal the body sends to guide the entire system into a state of regeneration. When the breath is slow and deep, the nervous system receives the message that there is no danger. The body can stop defending itself and shift into healing mode. Organs begin to repair. Energy is redistributed. Tensions accumulated throughout the day gradually dissolve. On the other hand, If before sleep you are still breathing quickly, shallowly, or irregularly, the nervous system continues to interpret this as a state of threat. In that case, even when your eyes are closed, the body does not fully allow healing to take place. This is why many people sleep yet do not recover. Not because they lack sleep, but because the breath has never truly been at ease. The Buddha taught that simply returning to the breath allows body and mind to adjust themselves. Before sleep, sit quietly or lie down in silence. There is no need to force anything. Just feel the breath moving in and out. As you inhale, imagine a gentle light spreading through your body. This light is not harsh or bright, but warm and safe. As you exhale, allow fatigue, tension, and the residue of the long day to dissolve like thin mist. At this moment, the breath is no longer a purely biological action. It becomes a message, a quiet whisper to the body that you are ready to let go, that there is no need to hold yourself together any longer, that tonight you allow healing to happen. When the body follows the breath, it becomes calm. When the mind follows the body, it grows still. Once the bridge of the breath is established, you are not merely falling asleep. You are entering a deep healing process that begins from within. Lesson 3. Letting go of the day's burdens and sleeping like a child. As the breath has slowed and the body begins to soften, the next reminder the Buddha always offered is the act of letting go. In his teachings, suffering does not come from outer circumstances, but from inner clinging. We suffer because we hold on to what is already past. We feel heavy because we grip what is no longer in our hands. During the day, we may not notice this, but at night, everything reveals itself through sleep. If you enter sleep with unresolved anger, the body contracts unconsciously. The jaw tightens, the shoulders tense, the breath becomes shallow. Even with the eyes closed, the body is still fighting. If you enter sleep with regret, with questions that have no answers, sleep becomes heavy. The mind continues to replay the past. The body cannot truly rest because it is still carrying a day that has not been laid down. The Buddha did not teach that we must solve every problem before sleeping. He taught us to know when to set things down. Imagine yourself as a traveler who has walked all day. The backpack on your shoulders is filled with thoughts, emotions, responsibilities, and worries. When night comes, you arrive at a temple. Before entering, you do not carry your belongings inside. You place the backpack at the door, not to abandon it forever, but to release it for now. Only when the shoulders are free can you step into the inner space of healing. The Buddha once said that when you let go of one part, you become lighter by one part. This truth is felt most clearly at night. Healing sleep is not a sleep of effort, but a sleep of trust. Like a child when sleeping. A child carries no past. A child does not worry about tomorrow. A child does not ask whether they deserve to rest. The child simply lays their head down and sleeps in safety. When you allow yourself to sleep like a child, without defense, without clinging, the body receives a clear message that you are ready to release the burdens of the day, that tonight you allow yourself to be light. And in that lightness, healing begins to unfold naturally. Lesson 4. Gratitude toward the body as medicine before sleep. After you have released the burdens of the day and allowed yourself to enter sleep with greater lightness, there is one more essential teaching the Buddha continually emphasized. It is the attitude you hold toward your own body. In modern life, many people treat the body like a machine. When it functions well, it is ignored. When it becomes tired or painful, it is met with irritation, complaint, or even blame. Yet in Buddhist understanding, the body is not an inanimate object. It is a living presence. It feels, it responds, and it listens to your inner state in every moment. The Buddha taught that body and mind always move together. When the mind is in opposition, the body contracts. When the mind softens, the body begins to open. Gratitude is one of the most powerful softening states of all. When you speak words of thanks to your body, the nervous system receives a clear signal. The danger has passed. There is no need to defend yourself anymore. You are allowed to rest. In this state, healing is no longer obstructed. It unfolds more deeply, more quietly, and more completely. Before sleep, take a very brief moment. There's no need for a complex ritual. Simply place a hand on your chest or on your abdomen. Feel the rise and fall of the breath. Then quietly say to your body a simple sentence. Thank you for carrying me through today. Thank you for enduring moments when I was tense. Thank you for continuing to breathe and function even when I forgot to listen. These words are not meant to convince. They are an acknowledgement, a reconciliation between you and your own body. According to Buddhist teaching, a grateful mind is a mind that does not resist. When there is no resistance and no inner struggle, energy within the body begins to flow naturally. Areas of tension gradually soften. The breath deepens without effort. Sleep becomes lighter and clearer. This is not something mystical. It is a natural response when the body feels recognized and safe. Gratitude does not instantly remove all pain, but it changes your relationship with the body, from tension to cooperation, from control to listening. When you enter sleep with gratitude, the body understands that tonight it does not need to strain any further. It can do what it has always known how to do best, to heal you quietly throughout the entire night. Lesson 5. Healing symbols in Buddhist teachings. Once gratitude has softened the body and opened a safe space for sleep, the Buddha pointed to an even deeper path of healing. This path is the path of symbols. In Buddhism, symbols are not meant for decoration or for intellectual interpretation. Symbols are a language the body understands immediately. While the rational mind is still analyzing, the body has already received and responded. That is why before sleep, you only need to choose a single symbol and allow it to sink inward. Healing then unfolds naturally and more deeply. The first symbol is the lotus. During the day, the lotus opens toward the light. At night, it closes in silence, not because it grows weaker, but because it is nourishing the life that will bloom again. As you enter sleep, imagine yourself as a lotus gently closing its petals. You are not disappearing. You are simply turning inward to be renewed. What needs to be released is released. What needs to be nourished is quietly nourished in the dark. The second symbol is the ocean. During the day, the surface of the sea may be restless. Winds blow, waves rise, but in the deep layers, the ocean is always still. As you lie down, allow your body to become that ocean. Thoughts, worries, and emotions are only waves on the surface. You do not need to stop them. Simply allow yourself to sink deeper, where the breath slows and natural stillness appears. The third symbol is fire. In Buddhist understanding, fire does not only destroy, fire purifies. At night, the body is like a small flame, quietly burning away stagnant energy, toxins, and residues accumulated throughout the day. When you sleep with a peaceful mind, this flame burns steady and bright. When you sleep with anger or fear, the flame weakens. Imagine the fire within you glowing warmly, not scorching, only transforming. The final symbol is the child. A child sleeps in complete trust, without defense, without control, without holding on to anything. When you allow yourself to sleep like a child, the body understands that there is nothing left to guard against. Healing then happens faster and deeper than any effort of the mind could achieve. The Buddha taught that body and mind do not communicate through words, but through sensation. Symbols are the bridge between them. When the body understands, it does not need explanations. It simply does what needs to be done. Each night, you do not need all the symbols. Choose just one. Let it accompany you into sleep. Through this gentle repetition, the body learns how to heal beyond thought. Lesson 6. Night Dreams and Rebirth. After the healing symbols have guided body and mind into a deep state of rest, the Buddha revealed yet another layer of meaning within sleep. He viewed each night as a complete letting go, a very small death, yet a necessary one. When you sleep, the sense of self temporarily dissolves. Identity, roles, and the stories you tell about who you are begin to quiet. The body lies still. The mind withdraws from the familiar world. And within that withdrawal, a silent process of rebirth takes place. In Buddhist understanding, each night is a lifetime being laid down. What you do not release during the day, the night will attempt to loosen through dreams. Dreams are not random. They are the deep language of body and mind when the rational intellect has fallen asleep. Some dreams may frighten you. Nightmares are not punishment. They are purification. Suppressed emotions and unacknowledged fears rise to the surface so they can be released. When you wake and do not resist them, the body has already become lighter. There are also gentle dreams. You may see light, water, trees, or simply awaken with a sense of peace that is difficult to name. These dreams are signs of recovery. They show that body and mind have touched a deeper layer of balance. Even if you cannot remember the details, the feeling of calm and lightness upon waking is itself a healing message. Yet rebirth does not end with dreams. It continues into the morning. The Buddha reminded us that what causes suffering is not yesterday, but carrying yesterday's mind into today. When you wake up, the body has been renewed. Cells have changed. Energy has moved. If you immediately bring back old worries, you place an old burden onto a new body. Wake as if you have been given another life. Before leaving the bed, take a deep breath. Feel the body present here and now. Do not rush to remember what must be done. Do not rush to replay old stories. Simply recognize that you are alive for another day. The Buddha taught that one who dies each night awakens free in the morning. When you understand this, each sleep becomes a doorway, and each morning you step out with the capacity to begin again in lightness and awareness. Looking back over this entire journey, there is a truth that is very simple, yet deeply profound. Your body always knows how to heal throughout the night. It does not need to be pushed. It does not need to be controlled. The only thing it asks is that you do not interfere. When you enter sleep with a calm mind, a slower breath, and gentle letting go, the body naturally returns to its original intelligence. Each cell works quietly. Each system adjusts its rhythm. Recovery unfolds without any effort on your part. In truth, a bedtime ritual does not need to be complicated. It requires only 3 simple things. Breathe with awareness to let the body know that all danger has passed. Set down the burdens of today so the mind no longer clings. And feel gratitude toward the body for carrying you through every fatigue and challenge. When these 3 are present, sleep naturally becomes medicine. Remember that your bed is not only a place to rest, it is a sacred space, a place where body and mind meet again in stillness. If these words resonate with you, gently press like to help spread this healing energy. Subscribe to the channel to continue walking alongside the teachings of Buddhist wisdom. And if you are ready, write this sentence in the comments as a personal vow to yourself. My body heals all night.